Good morning, everybody. It is time for our weekly Social Workers in Research peer support team. I love my Monday mornings. We've changed the time because Doug wants to sleep in. No,
Yep.
no. I jest. We've changed the time because daylight savings has now ended. So
Mm.
Doug and I are finally again in the same time zone, which confused me greatly.
Yeah.
And in Queensland, Sydney, Victoria, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania are now
It's
all the
the
same. Yeah,
Yep.
they're the same. Yeah. So really, there's only half an hour difference for us and the rest of Australia. Is that?
No, WA.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So WA, what are they now? 2 hours difference.
I have no idea that's just weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I love Western
apologies to anyone
Australia.
in WA.
I love Perth. Like
Yeah,
really.
I've never been.
Oh,
I've never
Doug.
been.
Yeah, it's so lovely. The only capital we haven't been to is Adelaide.
Oh.
So I intend to change this. So we're
Hmm.
coming to visit you. We're going to haunt you down, Doug. So, Doug, you've had a really big and stressful past week. Let's talk about that. How are you?
Yes, I passed my confirmation of candidature, so that was such a great
That's,
journey.
that is amazing. Yeah, congratulations to you. And having done it twice myself, like the
Yep.
confirmation and then the
Yeah,
mid,
and the mid. Yeah.
yeah, I know how stressful it can be. So what did you do afterwards? While you were waiting to find out if you
I
were,
rested.
you were?
I rested. I just had a rest. It was just like the exhaustion afterwards was just whoa a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you put so much work into it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
I might have to put the blind down because there's a bit of brightness coming off the side of the face.
are you sure it's not the brightness emanating from your person?
Was that better?
Um, it's okay for me. It is very bright and it looks like you might get sunburnt on that side.
It's overcast, and the sun's on that side of the house at the moment.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah.
We've actually had torrential rain here this morning. We've had wet
Oh
season rain.
wow! I
So
wish we had.
I was thinking, oh no, the first day that the times have changed, and I'm not even
Mm.
going to be getting on because I'm still on Elon Musk's satellite. I'm really embarrassed to say that.
Yeah.
But we've been waiting to come back to just get rid of it and go to NBN because I don't want to support him or
Yeah.
Trump in any way whatsoever.
No.
No. Anyway, getting back to you because you're
Yeah.
the important one, and
So you had good news last week as well.
I did, but yours is more important. So let's talk about you. Yes. So you rested afterwards, and then once you found out that you had passed, did you celebrate with your loved ones?
No, I did not. We went out for coffee the following day at a new cafe that just opened around the corner. It
Okay.
had a nice bit of cake and a couple of cappuccinos and that. But one of the panelists said I responded to my aunt questions in Q&A with integrity, so that was quite nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you did say I hadn't thought of that. That's very interesting. Thank you. I will
Oh,
follow
no.
up.
Here you
Yeah.
go. Here you go. Can you hear him?
No, I can't hear him at all.
I see I'm at the table with
Yeah.
paper bags.
Yeah, I did have a bit of a chuckle to myself because you had told me that while you were recording, the dog was making noises and you.
Yeah.
So in your recording, I saw that and I laughed. And Paul said, "What's funny?" I went, "Well, you can't see it, but the dog's under the paper, under the table." Anyway, yeah. So what else did they say to you? Anything?
Hurt to turn you up because he's making that much racket.
Oh, I can't hear a thing, so it's
Oh,
great.
no, well, that's good, but I can't hear a thing either.
Yeah. So what else did the panel say to you?
um, so I have to drop one of my theoretical approaches, which is fine because I thought I might have to do that during the Q&A session.
Yeah.
So we're dropping eco-socialism and just focusing on environmental sociology
Okay.
as the key theoretical approach.
Yeah.
What else?
So will you still do adaptation and mitigation?
Mitigation. Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Okay. So you still look at both of them. All right.
yep,
Okay.
yeah. But they also thought I might have been, or that might have came up during the Q&A that I might be preempting my results.
Yes. Yeah. That
Yeah,
did
so
come. Yeah.
yeah, I've got to watch out for that.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's more, I think, about researcher bias because
Yeah,
like we do come with our own set
yeah,
of, yeah.
mm,
And I love that you had your positionality in there. Because I'm big on that. And
yeah,
also that lived experience stuff says that that is part of best practice, right?
mm,
Um, so you will remember that in my mid-candidature, they talked to me about, was it truthability, trustworthiness?
yes,
Trustworthiness was, yeah. So that's about absolutely owning your bias, but make
mm,
sure that it doesn't interfere somehow.
yeah,
So I'm going to have somebody else just check a couple of my transcripts,
mhm,
and it will probably be somebody, it will be a participant who
yep,
actually has a research background.
mhm,
And then
mhm,
they can, that's how I'm going to check it. And that way I'm also not breaching ethics by
yeah,
taking this outside the participants
mhm,
code. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I can think of to do without having to go back to ethics and say this is what I now want to do. And that's not going to happen because I've
No,
got, I think Paul told me this morning I've got 9 weeks left to get my shit together.
yes, and did you? Oh, you might not have heard, but Damien passed. It took 6 months for them to pass his
So
PhD.
he's finally got it back.
Yes,
Oh, that is
over six
fantastic.
months.
Yeah, I know. He told me 6 months, which,
Mm,
raised the bile up my throat and into my mouth
yes,
because I really badly want to
yeah,
graduate.
November.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So if I have to wait 6 months, that blows that out of the window, out
mm,
of the water. So what I'm now doing is I'm not concentrating on graduation. I'm just concentrating on handing in, right?
yeah,
And I'm finally in a position that I have to now look at picking up some part-time work as soon as I hand in.
yes,
Yeah, because I don't know if you're aware, but your stipend stops once you hand it in.
yeah,
Yeah. So I've told all of my supervisees that I'm
mhm,
from June, no more supervisees until my thesis is returned because I need that time to make corrections.
yeah.
But I'm not going to have my stipend during
No,
that. Yeah, so I'm going to have to pick up some sort of part-time remote work.
hmm.
So anybody out there, if you need a research assistant or teaching or marking, woohoo! But it has to be remote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So where to now for you? How are you going to handle this?
Um, I guess I have to start really continue just start from scratch again, but just continue on with where I was a few weeks ago with my chapters. Um, I have to look into how I am going to use NVivo properly because otherwise I could have thousands of words in my word clouds. And although I've played with it and got a nice word cloud out of one, and climate change and mitigation came up quite nicely, so that was good.
Yeah.
Um, but I've got training on NVivo next week, I think, the base for the basic training, and then
Through,
a couple of weeks later the advanced training.
so that's through Charles Darwin?
CDE, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Geez, they come out with some really good continuing professional development things.
sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm impressed with what they roll out.
Mm.
this week they did have one that I had signed up to do, but it's been
Mhm.
cancelled. And it was on confirmation of candidature, mid-candidature review, and final defence.
Yeah,
But I noticed that when the blurb came out, it was only about confirmation of candidature.
yeah.
So I thought, oh, I'll still do it because that's helpful ongoing, and particularly for
Mhm.
what we're doing here to help other
That's
people.
on at 9:30. I don't have a bottle of water here. Oh, bugger. That's at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow. But I
Yeah.
have they cancelled it or not?
No,
No, it's still on. Okay.
still on. But
Yeah,
I've got an electrician coming between 9 and 12 tomorrow, so I can't.
you can't attend. Yeah.
No.
Okay, then I'm happy to attend, and
Yep.
then I will disseminate the information to both you and Anne Marie. So
Good.
it's
Yeah.
like it's too late for you because you've now done your COC, you've passed.
I thought, well, that's a bloody useless bit of information to have that training up now. And
Yeah, but you've got to remember though that there will be people who started at the
yes.
beginning of the year, so it's great for them. But you'll be in a position shortly to help others.
Mm,
So hearing from Steve Greenland, whom
yeah.
I quite like Steve Greenland.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and he gave me these two awards behind me, so
Oh, of course. Well, you're biased.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I did say it's about researcher bias. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I quite like him because he's very real.
Mm,
I haven't seen him play games. I know
no,
some people have that complaint, but I haven't experienced that.
no. I just think they didn't spend long enough trying to find a replacement for Tara. They just looked in-house.
Yeah,
And if they were trying to be serious, then they should have looked more,
elsewhere. Yeah,
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 but not.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know the reasoning for that.
No, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Mm,
Um, but anyway, I'll go and do this training and then I'll disseminate the information to both yourself and Anne Marie. Will be
yep,
really helpful for Anne Marie because she
yeah.
has, yeah. Now, a tip that Tara actually gave to me after my confirmation of candidature was that not a word is wasted. Everything goes into your literature review. So
Hmm.
everything you've written up can go into your literature review,
Yep.
and then immediately open a document for your mid-candidature review because you can use some of that in your mid-candidature review to refer back to.
I won't have one of them.
Sorry?
I
Oh,
don't have one of them.
oh, because you're masters.
Yeah, now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, see, I'm
That's
still
all
thinking yeah,
right.
in the PhD program. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. So you can put it into literature review. And
Yeah.
the other thing that Tara told me was your all of your references, call it a bibliography rather than a reference list, as some people do, because then every single thing that you read can go in there. So for you,
Mm,
now that you're dropping one of the theories,
yes.
what was it, the eco-socialism?
Yeah.
You've already done reading in that area. Don't let that be wasted. So put it in
Mm,
your bibliography, right? And I thought that was really handy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are, are they sometimes two separate parts, a reference list and a bibliography separately?
I haven't seen that, and
Mm,
I've only got a bibliography, so
yeah.
it's been through two reviews now, and nobody's pulled me up on it.
Okay.
I guess at the end of the day, it's down to the assessors, isn't it?
Mm,
And what they want.
yeah, because you don't want to over fudge the reference list or bibliography and then they can't find said reference in the actual document.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they won't find lots of mine in there because there's many things that I read early in the piece before all of those supervisory.
Mm,
Yeah, because we had
yeah.
to completely change direction within mental health. Yeah.
Mm,
But given that books take so long to arrive,
yeah.
I keep getting books that I ordered months ago. So this one was waiting for me when I got home. Can you read the
Oh,
title?
yes. Why civil resistance works.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yes. Oh my goodness me. So I traveled with this one.
How to row about to for radicals. I love the size of it.
It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. But people must look at me at airports, when I'm
Mm.
traveling and go, what the hell?
Yeah, I got this one last on Friday.
Surviving the climate crisis. Yep.
By
Okay.
Steve Turton.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
So
Yes. Have you
I'll be
started?
reading, I've got the PDF, but I'll also it's easy to read a book.
Yeah. I prefer a book. Yeah. I
Yeah.
like having a relationship with a book. Yeah.
Yeah.
PDF is so impersonal. Did you get the PDF for free or that was
Yeah.
like an ebook?
I got it for free.
Yeah, okay. So that's excellent too.
Mm.
Then did you order that one directly from Steve?
No, I had to go through Routledge.
Yep, okay. Did that take a while?
No, it's print on demand.
Yep, okay. All right.
Yeah. So within a week,
Yep,
a bit more maybe.
yep, okay. So poor Steve, he must get sick of me because I'm looking to buy somewhere to settle. Like I need to settle.
Yeah.
I'm 62 years old and I still travel around the country like I was 21. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really interested in settling, and I do
Yeah.
know that like I can't live in Nhulunbuy forever. It's way too hot for me.
Mm.
I'm concerned about my overuse of air conditioning with the
Yeah.
the emissions. So I need to look elsewhere. And every time I find a house that I think I like and that might be in my price bracket, I send it to Steve and I say, "What about this?" He must get so sick of me. One of the houses was on the
Yeah.
Murray, and he went,
Oh
"Well,
wow.
yeah, why would you do that to yourself?"
Yeah. Well, flood.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we're getting to the stage where some places won't get insurance
No,
anymore.
they won't. No.
Yeah, so I'm currently looking at Tasmania.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I love Tasmania. Yeah,
But just the fires.
yes, yeah,
It's
and
all scrub, and when the fire goes through, it'll just take everything out.
yeah. It's in the house I'm looking at is in a farming area. It's in a sheep area, so
Okay.
it's grass.
Yeah.
Like it's not forested. So
No.
of course there could be a big grass fire that goes
Yeah.
through. Yeah. But the house is 3 convict bricks deep and
Oh
rendered.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It is just magnificent.
Very nice.
So while I was home, and this does relate to research, while I was home, I did go to the bank and put my case forward. And I was of the mistaken belief that a stipend is taken into account
Oh.
in Australia, and it is not.
Oh.
Yeah,
So it's
so
not income.
it's no. And I was fairly sure that it was counted as tax-free income.
Hmm.
But the lender said no, the stipend is for living expenses only. But he might not understand too. I'll have to go back and explain this that
Yeah.
I got I got the Sea Dudes
Yeah.
scholarship. Yeah. So it's more money than a normal scholarship.
Hmm.
Uh, and I don't have living expenses because I have this wonderfully supportive husband who pays for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. And they might say no. But I do now have to seriously think about immediate income as soon as I hand that in because
Hmm.
I just can't bludge off Paul. My conscience won't allow me to do
No.
that. Yeah. And then I'll go back to my own private practice doing everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
That's good. Yes.
yes, my news was good this week. I still haven't had any official documentation. So I am that cautious person that always likes to see the
Yeah.
documents. Thank you very much. Yeah. But I have had a verbal from my principal supervisor to say, of course you passed. Um, And they just recommended that I look at trustability. No, what is it called? Not trustability. What is it?
Trustworthiness.
Sorry?
Trustworthiness.
Yeah, thank you. Why do I keep saying that?
I don't know. It's not a word.
Yeah, that's really interesting. There's something for
Well,
me.
is it a word? I have no idea.
So trustworthiness,
Yeah.
yes. And there was one other thing that I now can't remember. But that was also really good feedback.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm on my way. I'm working my behind off. I'm still analyzing though, Doug. Like
Yeah.
I really underestimated how long analysis takes. It is huge.
Mm.
And that's the bit that I'm going to have to go back to one of my participants who knows about research. So I might use a transcript from them just to check that, is this what you meant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I coded this correctly according to the research questions? Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So look out, Doug.
It'll cost you. No. Maybe a chapter review or something later on.
Yeah, absolutely. Or 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah. There was going to be more, but maybe 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. So how many words is your maximum?
About 50,
Oh, that's not too bad.
I think.
How many have you already got written?
Well, the proposal was about 11.
Yeah.
That I can smudge into various chapters, like the introduction and the one literature, no, both. I got 2 literature review chapters, one on the climate stuff and the other one on no, I can't use that now, environmental sociology.
Yeah.
Um, I might just combine that now into one chapter.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
could talk about eco-socialism, but
yeah.
it's not going to be your theoretical base.
Mm,
Because it's still part of your literature review to try and work out where the gaps are or,
yeah.
what your research focus is. So don't waste those words.
No. No, I have to refocus my research questions as well. They're too
Okay.
broad, so I've got to do something about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember them saying something about that.
Hmm.
Have you got the recording yet? Did they send it to
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I got somebody's recording.
All right. And are you going to post that onto YouTube or anything like that? You're just keeping it for yourself.
I don't know. I'll see if I tried to download it, but I just couldn't do it. I'll have to play around and
Then maybe CDU doesn't allow that.
yeah.
Yeah. I have mine, but I haven't tried to do anything with it
No.
until I have embedded everything that they have suggested into my own thesis. I wasn't
Yeah.
going to make it public.
No.
Yeah,
Well, yours is on Zoom, mine's on Teams, so the software is a
is a
bit
bit.
easier to use with Zoom.
Yeah, yeah. How did you go with?
Hmm.
I know you were a bit nervous about that. Were you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. It,
Yeah.
I think it worked well in terms of being an audience member.
Yeah.
When you paused it, there was no visual trauma for me. Like it
Mm.
was just paused and you allowed people to read and then you started it up. So
I was fairly relaxed.
yeah, well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was surprised.
Had you had a run or something beforehand?
No.
Yeah, it's not scary at all. And
No.
really, those assessors they're wanting all of us to pass. Yeah, they
Mm.
want to help us.
I think it'll be worse come 27 when I have to do it live, standing in front of a group, maybe.
Is that for your defense?
Yeah.
How will you do
No,
that?
not with the the defence, but when I do the PhD at Flinders.
Oh, yes. Okay. For the next one,
The
27.
next one, yes, the next
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next story, next chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this is, or next volume, maybe.
Yes.
So this is volume 2. Volume 1 was honours. This is volume
Yeah.
2. You've already started volume 3, so you just pick it up again.
I
Yeah,
already have a master's thesis,
yeah,
so that's volume 2 and 1 and 2, and now it's just 3, and then that'll be 4, and
yeah, because you did Masters of Social Work, is that right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you're just going to be a perpetual student, Doc.
I know, scary, isn't it? I don't get paid for it though.
No.
Only this time.
Yeah. When you're finished, like when
Yep.
you pull off your PhD, what's your intention? What are you going to do with your life?
I wouldn't mind becoming not a volunteer, a librarian.
Ah, you did say that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you've done work in a library before. Did I read that somewhere?
I've done a library course back in I think 21
Okay.
or 22. No, 21. And that was okay, but it just wasn't for me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's more into archives,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think I want to work in the archives. So I'll just do a plain old library course, either through TAFE or UniSA or LA Junior, whatever it's going to be called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there an amalgamation happening with the two
yeah,
unis?
UniSA and Uni of Adelaide are merging.
Yeah. Okay.
Next year it's LA Uni.
All right.
So yes, the elite school joined a junior school or uni.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice to level it out.
Mm.
And is it going to be in a Bluestone campus, or where will the campus actually be?
One is the joint. It's a bit hard. You got two campuses together that are in the old sandstone buildings and all that. So um, so you got City East campus and then you got LA together,
Yeah.
plus some modern crap buildings.
Yeah.
Um, and then UniSA, and they've got modern buildings all over the place as well. So and McGill, where they usually do the social work stuff, is in a suburb to the east of me, and that's got a lot of old heritage buildings that they're going to turn into residential um, houses, I guess.
Yep.
They're going
Okay.
to sell the campus up and turn it into residential,
Yep.
I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. Oh, see, I would love to live in one of them.
Mm,
I love heritage buildings.
yes,
They're just so adorable. And sandstone, it calls me. Really.
yeah,
And in terms of sustainability, great for fire. I hope.
yeah.
I think so. Yeah. All right. Well, we might end up then so that we can both get back to writing.
Well, I'll
And
just go back to bed for a bit because I've got an appointment at 2:30, and I took something that crashed me last night, and I'm still half asleep.
oh, okay. Right. So was this time better for you though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for me too. Yeah. I
Mm.
went out for coffee this morning.
Oh,
I did some emails, did some social media. I never have time of a Monday morning to do that. So this is
no.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Congratulations to you.
And
And
you?
I loved that you had so much support as well. It was really
I
good.
know it was great. And Liam was quite informative.
Yes. Yeah, Liam is very, very helpful.
Mm.
He's always great. But there you
Yeah,
had an international audience. How cool is that?
yeah,
And the girl from America, Susan?
yeah, Susan.
Yeah, yeah. So just so cool. Well done to
It
you.
was 12:30 her time at night time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's,
quarter to 5 in the morning for Liam.
yeah. Okay. Such support. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that core group that we had going through digital office hours,
yeah,
that was just excellent. Yeah.
it
And
was. Yeah,
it was great that Brie could come.
yeah, with
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she looked great. Yeah. All right, then I'll
All
see
right, then
you
I'll see you
next
next week.
Monday. Yeah. All right. You take care.
All right, bye.